visa issues wasn't a part of that run from Complexity, or the lack of, no offense. Good to have a full strength Complexity back in a server, trying to make a run here for Malta.
Yeah.
Who's he got to go up against? Scrob, the
promo. Let's see if we can make it happen. This is kind of the game where we just have no idea what's going to happen, but it's been Mike's dream for one of the underdogs to finally take a victory, and this seems just like the most realistic. I mean,
there's got to be the one.
There's even maybe a part of the calendar this year where Complexity are the favorite, not the underdog in a matchup like this. And Heroic are definitely not in a place where they can feel super confident that they can beat a team like Complexity. So let's see if Train will do them any favors.
15 games into the bounty, every single favorite has won. This has to be it.
That's pretty unreal for any tournament.
Nilo from the corner. His teammates picking up kills elsewhere as he grabs one. Nice answer back from Nyx. Still one more player to the Heroic favor. And LNZ just kind of tucked in up close. Could end up catching Hulzerk off guard. Now he knows about him. And the other two confirmed to be further back. So yeah, they see that as a perfect chance to just clear this close one. That's bomb possession here for Hulzerk. And then he fakes it as if he's running over to the B site, but in reality, hanging on to these Ivy halls.
Yeah, love it. He's going to have good pace here to get back to the site. And Icon gets cleared for a second. So Scrob might be a little confused about it, but they're just splitting the difference. It's such a fast rotation from Z. He's gone just into hell. Could have spotted Hulzerk if he was jumped up, but playing it really, card's really close to his chest. And Hulzerk can't find that one fight he's looking for. But if he goes...
Still has time.
He's not going to go inner, surely. Yeah, he's got most of the areas cleared out on this side.
Still has time to hard clear this corner.
Yeah, I mean, he knows someone's around here, right?
Pop the headshot on the player in the corner. You're good. He could even go B right now. Oh,
okay.
He could go.
Oh, no.
He's written it off.
They're together.
Yep. All right. Damn, Hulzerk. One layer too many. You kind of fooled yourself, unfortunately, finding the B kill.
He did clear
everything else.
Single other angle on A.
Yep.
We'll give him that.
Everything but that one. And if he doesn't find anybody in Z, he's going to clear that corner before he tries to plant. But he found somebody in Z. And so he got caught up in it all, and Heroic are going to take pistol for the defensive side.
And they're stoked. So we'll see how they play on this map with changes. See how they deal with this crossfire. It's obviously a very known quantity at this point.
Two glues in front of the three pistols. Wide swing to the SMG.
That's well handled.
That is what Complexity are looking for. Clear from 60, going into Z. Confirms two players within it. Gonna be tough to get through this bottleneck now with players just on the other side. Eyes trained on you. Do you take the chance? Give themselves a smoke to try to work out. Fast headshot out of Scrob.
Nice
okay.
round so far, Scrob.
Suddenly, round's alive. Now, no kit on this. Bomb pretty far gone as well. Anything that delays any further retake could end up winning the round for Complexity. A lot of these retake frags coming out to the favor of Heroic, but no kit.
Yeah,
no kit, no round win. They've got to concede this, but still costly for Complexity and great retake attempt for Heroic.
It is, yeah. Good amount of, I mean, every kill. That's a good amount of damage dealt. They'll be half pleased about that, being the only team to save. Especially considering this is how it started. The entire crossfire is dismantled. 3v5 retake as well.
So Complexity come in as the lower seed, so that's why they are the bounty hunter. That's why technically per the format it would be the upset.
Yeah.
With the roster change on Heroic, and Heroic as an org still floating with some of the benefits of the previous lineup, do you consider Heroic the actual underdog?
Yeah, I just never know what to like totally expect from Complexity, but like all things equal, everyone's like having an above average or an average performance, that I think Complexity should be the favorite. No. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
with Hauser back and everything.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Technically, they could beat top 5 teams.
Youngstar on site. First blood his. Deep positioning from Grim. But a bunch of bodies stacking up to Heroic's favor. That's 4 kills already. Sixy better just get the money in. And he's got that at least, but very quickly taken off the site. Heroic. They may have lost round 2, but they bottomed out all of Complexity, killing every player in the process, just missing the kit to win that round. And now you win one immediately afterwards, again killing all of Cole.
Scrob's got a map of the entire Earth behind him because he's here to conquer the world, starting with Complexity.
Scrob kind of looking like a Halzerk light.
Yo, true.
Mustached mullet men? Come on, we know they make good offers.
Yeah, true. Kind of a weird take, but I could see Halzerk on Heroic.
Yeah, sure.
Let's not give anyone any ideas.
No. He is forever ours. For as long as he chooses to be.
I think we need to use contract jail to our advantage, actually. It's where these Europeans aren't playing fair.
Ooh. Nice shot from Sixy, turning around while the smoke was exposed. LNZ throwing himself forward.
It's a little stringy. It's one guy coming through a smoke. Ivy gets hit, but the rest of the attack isn't coming through at all. LNZ's in a fine spot. Oh, I thought I wasn't joking.
Just JT things. He's got a good sixth sense.
CTs continue to have great positions, though. And all right, I'm just going to stop talking now.
Okay. I'll pick it up. Youngstar trying to tether off Tanir, but it goes down first.
Wow.
And Nick hits the box wallbang.
Not a single kill back in that 3v3 with pistols involved. I thought the CTs were in a strong position. Tanir's in a super solid spot to multi-kill from Old Hell. He has a teammate to watch Ivy, so he doesn't have to turn around at all. LNZ obviously caught a couple strays through that smoke. We can say that's fair. But the patience pays off for Complexity. They just hang out.
Sixy kind of set the tone with that Tech 9 kill towards Ivy. It's hard to put your finger on the pulse of this game with these back and forth rounds. Okay, LNZ just got clotheslined by JT. It's one of the underrated elements of the new update is the momentum on ragdolls.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
When somebody sprinting dies, they still just slam the ground now. Just visually very satisfying. Stuck in the corner though.
Oh, he got 2 with that spray.
They lined up, no way.
Tanir behind him in the smoke. That's another stray.
Yep, other side of it. You can see it on the radar now, zoomed in. Perfect little lineup. A gift for Grim. And a gift for Complexity, because having lost everybody in the force buy round they win, round 2, getting smothered in the follow-up, you're thinking this is a great way for the CTs to just run away with early momentum. But never mind, I'll take it back. Complexity breaking their way through the outer yard yet again. And Nyx is going to keep majority alive for Complexity as they take that lead back early, 3 rounds to this T side.
You know, this certainly might be like a pain nip as a situation where you're like, okay, if this was LAN and they were comfortable, then they should be the better, and that's how we feel about Complexity. And maybe it's just a game where if they give them enough time to warm up, they don't let them have a very fast start, then they will get back to that level within this map as well. We know how strong they can be on train. Tanir showing us frustration. It's understandable, for sure.
Highest rated player of the first stage of the major in Austin, Tanir.
Yeah.
Lived up to the hype that was around him.
Big time. He is so good.
Ooh, a lot more players than Nyx was hoping for, but they then slide into that spray down.
Wow, it's like a deathmatch kill feed.
And the AKs in the backdrop, clean house. So that one goes down well for Complexity, 4-2. Yeah. The thing with that version of Heroic, though, and you know, I just keep thinking.
Go for it.
Saw, baby.
Saw, baby.
Saw, baby.
Saw, baby. I mean, that's what Heroic do, though. They make money selling people sort of in their primes,
They
right?
do what now?
Selling people.
They're selling people.
Technically, that's what they do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what orgs do. They're people sellers.
I'm in the people business.
And that doesn't mean I'll make friends.
Do they sell people or potential? Here at Heroic,
Yeah,
we sell potential.
That's what they put on the slideshow.
Yeah, of course.
The internal slideshow right there, yes. We capitalize on potential for a fee.
Here at Heroic, people are potential. And we sell them. Grim able to get out T-Con, no contest. CT's being very quiet about their positionings. And 6E sees that as an invite forward. Him and Grim with 3 kills between them. This smoke deep in front of Nilo means, he gets 2, but it's already once that outer sight falls.
Quite a good spray transfer, but if only anybody else did something.
Too little, too late.
Yeah.
His 6th and 7th kills of the map. Bomb was all the way back in T-spawn, so this one gets drawn out slightly. Nyx has already punished the last attempt at a save from this exact push. So Nilo knows better.
Yeah.
And he will hide in the grassy knoll.
In the olive tree. Ah, and the hunted becomes the hunter.
Haha, nice cover. It's the thinnest tree you've ever seen. Has 2 branches.
Nilo is really, he's a Swedish talent, and I think, since Brolin, everyone's kind of been looking for the next one. We saw him play on Metasport, and I'd say he's got a very classical Swedish playstyle, which is sort of like one that's hard to define. All the Swedish players in history that have been great, besides just eliminate Fnatic from your mind because they were all so unique.
Sure.
Swedish players are just sort of floating. They're just floating in rounds. They're they're taking duels, but it doesn't feel like they have any entry fraggers.
Okay.
They may have an opera, they may not. They're just kind of getting kills and leaving almost very politely within rounds. That's sort of how they operate. And Nilo very much embodies that, He's got very smooth sort of aim. If you want to give the highest praise would be like Forrest to give him a compliment. But he's not coming out super aggressive or explosive. There's nothing like extreme about anything in his personality as a player. And that's what it means to be a Swede, right? To be not extreme.
You've described the Swedes as very whimsical.
Yes.
Mystical type.
Light.
Very light. Elf-like.
Yes. Yeah. Buoyant.
Buoyant. Start talking.
He's the least buoyant Swede.
You start talking boat terms. Mike is going to come in here. He's going to barge right in.
He's going to get a boatner.
Fond of a boat, that Darth Mike. A literal sailor. Darth's actually the only sailor I know.
Sailor Moon.
Okay, checkmate.
You have a shirt.
Checkmate. Well played. Damn. Smart.
Not the first one you think of.
Pistols, an MP9, and that one saved AK. I'm really quite taken aback by how Complexity have taken back momentum of this T-side. When I saw them lose that second round, sorry, they win it, but it felt like a loss with everybody dying. I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh, this is a classic Complexity start. Watch them just make this T-side as hard as possible now because the economy's ruined.
But they didn't. They actually,
they look
a lot
good.
of composure at 3v3 with pistols and stuff. They made Heroic look like an uncomfortable team.
Oh, very explosive.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Tanir's going to find one with the pistol, so maybe careful. We have to be always cautious with these sorts of rounds versus Complexity because some things never change. First 2 kills, now Scrob with the 3rd one. Back of the head, down goes 6E. Halzerk's gonna have to clutch out.
And he can't.
First shot's good, and he sees a door towards that B site. He is correct about this. Ahead of Tanir, rotating back around through CT spawn.
Halzerk is prepared to potentially watch this. Tanir's making the right decision, going up above. Did he?
Nilo takes the high road. Missed shot on Tanir. Nilo's going to walk out. Halzerk hears it, and he misses his shot. So sure enough, we had to say it. Complexity, avoiding all those, right back to reality.
I mean, it was such a safe round to try to pick to say that. It was the
It was, but I should have known better.
To be fair to Heroic, nice setup. I mean, the boost up in Z with the LNZ on Sandwich. You can see how carefully they're coming in to clear this, but they really couldn't clear that top box without getting exposed as LNZ, I guess, over in hell. So good job capitalizing on that moment. Full buy up here. Anyways, at least they don't give it up with a tempo. It's actually critical for Complexity's, I think, dignity and the rest of this half. They just put this one together because they were in a really good place for a second.
Scrob off towards Ivy.
Oh, this looks like a great timing. Oh, maybe not.
Red, Young Star just had that intuition. And 60's not able to get out through Ivy, as a couple of rounds have looked really good for him, and even just kind of being the fire starter for some of the T-main players to push. Grim trading out. Man advantage held onto by Heroic as we hit a minute.
They seem to know Tanir's here. Oh, it won't matter.
Yeah. It's one thing to know he's there, it's another thing to do anything about it. Wide swing from the pistol, but that's just going to open up Nilo to come and clear you. So 48 health here for Grim, 50 seconds, no bomb possession, and 3 opponents ahead of him.
It's so close that Nyx gets this attempt at a trade inner. If he gets the kill, there's no one actually watching him from Z. There would have been no way to deal with this problem, and I think the round ends if he finds that one duel. But instead, the day is saved by Youngster. There's no movement outside to capitalize on rotations for Complexity. In the end, it comes down to Grim, who gets outdone by Nilo. Solid here. And I think now it's Complexity who are almost out of money, so.
Rough stuff. Not a single player with $3,000. Heroic have allowed Complexity to get quite a few rounds on this T side. We talked about like classic Complexity things in terms of losing to pistols and whatnot, but this is a conversation we've had in the past already. Classic for them to still be playing Train as frequently as they are, right? This was a team that championed playing Vertigo when they had a Liege. They will always kind of work their way around the fringe of the map pool, looking for a way in. You know, they investigate their opponents. Not much to investigate this time. Running down ramp towards B, looking for anything, trying to overwhelm, but the defenders step up to the plate, and we're all tied up 5 rounds each.
Yeah, it's always like trying the new maps that come into the pool. And I think that's awesome. I think that's exactly what a team like Complexity should do.
Yeah.
It's also just more fun to watch. Round 11 is upon us. Another chance here. I mean, a chance for the lead for both teams.
Bare bones utility here for Complexity. Nothing left now. This one volley is going to have to be the commitment. Missed off shots from Scrob.
Needed that one, didn't he?
Cole 5v4. JT pressed against the smoke. This one starts to fall through the hands of Complexity. But Tanir in the middle of this smoke emerges, and nobody else has line of vision on him. And so Halzerk, another clutch attempt. Oh, Tanir is just off the leash now.
He didn't even start. He didn't even stop moving, excuse me. Right into that crouch swing. Beautiful shot for Tanir. Those like transitional moments through the smoke, that really reminds me of the rounds we used to get in CSGO Train, where that's where it's just like the most messy. But in CS2, it's kind of good that there's always the option of blow these smokes open to shoot through them and see somebody. There's way more ways to get info, but here's a moment where like it's just obfuscated everything the T's are trying to do, and it's only benefited Tanir. After that eco loss, it's 3 straight here for Heroic. And winning on a low buy, this is one of the harder maps to do that on. Complexity had to do it once. But ironically, it was around where they had more mobility with Tech 9s and Mac 10s and things like that. Sometimes I feel like around like this is even harder. Maybe they should have favored more utility, honestly, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that last round had very little, and
there's some maps that don't require a lot of utility to win, but these train rounds feel like they can go on forever.
Sixty's been muzzled.
Down to 1 flash.
A few of these recent rounds over towards Ivy was a key piece to unraveling that forward setup when Tanier was getting caught behind trains. Now, not the case. He's comfortable, his flank is covered. Nilo's been a really good supporting piece of this defense because he's been very much floating between the sites, sitting on 15 kills this half. Tanier with an element of surprise, perfectly timed peek out. JT quick to the trade, but still has to somehow get through that man advantage, and it wasn't looking good until JT decided to take more into his hands. LNZ back sights, got a duel in front of him. This gets evened out, but it wasn't long-lived. Halzerk to another clutch. Player in Z, 7 seconds, no bomb. He needs both the frags, and that won't happen. And so a back-and-forth affair at the start gave runway over to Complexity. It's not a train wreck of a T-side, but it definitely could have been better. Back in action with Complexity versus Heroic. We are on the hunt for the first upset We talking smack about native?
This is funny. Dude, I swear everyone did the same thing. So I like it. You're just good at code to know you. Okay. Yeah, like after Nico said he was going to switch on that round table at Cologne, I switched. I think a lot of people also switched just because it's Nico. Because if Nico is willing to go to native,
there's got to be something there.
There's something it's worth trying. Because I think he's probably of all players in history, in terms of cultural impact, I don't think there's anybody who has had their settings or view model copied more than Nico by upcoming pro players or other fans in the world.
Okay. Will Donk surpass him in that department too?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the thing is that Nico always had custom view models. He never used like classic or couch like Summit or something.
Right. He's working in the shrubs.
Yeah, his view models always look so nice.
LNZ opening. I'm just glad we're getting away from that Doom-looking center model. Remember when that was a thing for a month or two?
Yes, and that was also Nico. Oh yeah.
Nix and Sixy bring this back slightly.
Catch that bomb.
Was past tense, 5 versus 3. Now Youngstar tries to slide down into it. Gun starts to go dry. He's going to put Scrob into a clutch. Low health in front of him. And now bomb you'd think could be grabbed, but a player perched to hold it.
Have that at rookie.
Alzerk versus Halzerk. And Scrob. Oh, it's awkward as he gets caught up on Thomas, but now he can play. At the very least, it's money. We've got a kit here for the diffuse. And no instant rush. He doesn't know where Halzerk's gotten off to, but he'll see the legs.
Ah, got it.
Pops it. Scrob laughs him off in the 1v1. And we've got a pistol here for Heroic.
Damn, Scrob's reading books. He's lifting weights. He's exploring the world. He is ready for this match. Nice round. Oh, such clean shots there with LNZ.
Terrorists win.
Keeps growing the lead. Already trying to challenge that outer sight. Oh, Grim though, double kill inside Pop Dog. That's what they're looking for. Sixy confirms, body's out, but LNZ ahead of the curve. Already through that mid smoke.
Scrob's in a fine spot to actually wait. Let's see if he is patient.
He's got bomb though.
Oh,
he's got to cross over. He's got to give up position. They'll give up the sight. To hell with the A site. Let's dip. Feeling very much squeezed by what was left of Complexity. Makes total sense to reposition. And I just like that they're all on the same page so quickly. They make a move. Youngstar gets caught by the scout.
Late back to Z. 2v2 now. But it's a scout on the retake. We're going to get this upgrade? Might as well, right?
JT with the Galil could find a back turn to him. It's all about the position. He pulls the trigger, sprays down Scrob, and you are so far from that bomb. But it is planted on this side of the train. This was the setup for LNZ. Problem is just the MAC-10.
He's so far. Oh, he's playing it perfectly.
Not sure where he's coming in from. They're looking a bit confused, but
wait,
he's gonna give himself the flash. No kit. He swings out. He clears off the coverage. And then with no kit, turns back, no time. LNZ plays it clean.
Oh, he's actually got it. Wow. Have to go and save. Nicely done from LNZ. I was thinking, oh my God. Well, he doesn't know that they don't know where he is, but the way he played it, he just took the biggest risk of not peeking for so long just to make sure they wouldn't have expected him to be there.
Yep.
I was super surprised to see him just like, well, I am here, and throw this flash, but it works.
I do feel like he kind of threw it as they figured out the positionings. You know, like a weird plant like this.
I mean, he could have still been on the other side.
Could have been.
I guess also in his head, he just needs to get the planter, and there's no more time, so, or the diffuser, so. All right, 9 rounds then for Heroic.
Little frazzle-dazzle on that last one. Worried that somebody's going to get aggressive, as per that MP9 rush through Pop Dog last round. The fact that round also had like 3 players on A site at one point, bailed through Z, like it's just good calls in a pretty hectic situation for Heroic.
Definitely. Still got their head on straight.
Heroic contributing across the board.
They can't really wait out this much utility, to be honest, on this split. Bomb's still outside of... It's LNZ needs to
Bomb's
make a call here.
Up.
Yeah, they need to go grab that, start going.
Molly themselves, that'll slow it down. Gotta wait for that to burn out now, but at least you know you've cleared Grim out. Towards site he'll run. Hulzerk's position's been found out. Now the T-Con players can't look away from this one. Or maybe they do? Thought it would be covered from the back. Scrob and Youngstar still with something to say about it. JT could go unnoticed, comes out, drops the bomb. 10 to the clock. Youngstar needs both these kills, and JT's gonna hold the line on site. Things getting a little too frantic as that clock feels like it started to add too much pressure for Heroic to handle.
Yeah, it's real good. I mean, when they exact, it was still fine, but they would have had no extra time to come out late, and they could have had some extra util coming into the outside site. There was Olaf that was sort of unchecked that entire time. That cost them a kill on their exec. Little bit indecisive. Well, it looked like they had one idea they were going to commit to, but they didn't really do enough in the middle of that round to draw the utility they were looking for to make that happen sooner.
Tech 9 already out, but dealt with by Grim. 60 tries to lean forward, and instead these Tech 9s find 2 kills, but the bomb gets thrown forward towards site. Oh no, finding Grim, not ready for the duel.
Oh,
Now
they're taking so
burning.
much molly damage.
80 damage between the two of them.
Looks like Youngstar wants to get out, Tenier wants to get back in.
Classic Tenier. Youngstar waiting for the swing around, and Nyx is going to drop him.
Okay.
He's going to drop both, in fact. Closing
That's
this
a little
out, putting
crazy.
Complexity 2 rounds away from tying at 9.
They couldn't agree on what they wanted right there, but good for Complexity holding strong. The kills in tandem out of Ivy, it felt like that was a site that was about to get run over. LNZ missed a chance right here. It was very good on Grim, so blind. And Nick steps up as well.
Glocks in the P250, no flash.
Talked about all the rise of CT maps in the map pool. This is among the highest. It's funny, they bring train back, then they make the whole map pool even more CT-sided.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Right?
It makes sense.
It's a cultural shift we're going through here.
Yeah.
You know, all the changes tethered together. We haven't had a chance to talk about the new train, you and I.
Yeah.
Our first event of the new season. What do you think of the boxes?
Well, I think...
These ones are my favorite.
Yeah, I think cover was sparse outside. It does feel like there's more stability. You know, having a natural Tetris outside, it's sort of like... Right now, it kind of feels like, what do you do with it exactly? Like, when do you use it? But I think it's definitely got its place. And it's just better. I don't even know if that works in this meta, but it's even better for the CT side.
Not a bad dink, but Hulzerk cleaning up a couple, and Grim there for the other 3. So it goes about exactly how it should with such a little buy. We've got a 1-round game on our hands here, folks.
Yeah, train might end up in a messy spot if, like, T execs mean that you can just fan out really easily, but CT positions mean you can just kind of counter any set of flashes. And I don't know. The nature of train is always going to be chaos. And that's definitely what makes for some fun moments, but also can be frustrating to try to deal with. What I'm trying to say is I don't think that'll be the final change.
Sixty, careful now. They're ahead of the timing that I think he has in mind. Yeah, they're going to jump him. Never got a chance to drop his utility either, so Ivy falls for a low cost. And Hulzerk making use of the new boxes in the upper halls.
Yeah, that's nice.
Gonna drop Nilo in the process. But then LNZ with another answer. JT climbs up just to clear down beneath. Really showing, I think, this round, the changes to the map.
Definitely.
Ultimately still comes up to Heroic's favor. Man advantage. Bomb soon to go down once Scrobb has to give up position again to plant.
Bomb has been planted.
And he planted in a place that was actually uncovered. That could have been his death if Nyx was just 3 seconds sooner. Death while planting, not after the fact. Nyx gonna start running this one. Bomb nearing the halfway point. Uncomfortable smoke push for Halzerk.
Yeah,
And I like the reposition from Youngstar. He's getting off-site and potentially behind the retake attempt. Halzerk has no idea, and the bomb's still for this side. So he pounces on it. Youngstar, key reposition there to guarantee their 10th.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Phase the smoke. Tanir, very careful about the way he went and took that duel. He's just got that sixth sense, man. When he commits to peaks, you know, versus players that are walking around, it's just like he really knows when there's danger afoot. Even if Grim's the one with the detective hat on.
Of fucking course, dude. Now they want to fucking just probably kill me every round.
What do you mean?
Who and
That would have been
What?
60. Talking about dying on Ivy. He didn't like that timing, Launders.
right? Yeah. I mean, has he switched? To, like, has he fully committed to the switch, or is he not playing inner anymore?
I thought Nyx was always playing inner.
Yeah. Oh, you said 60.
It was 60.
Sorry.
Yeah,
right.
sorry,
Okay.
60
Okay.
on Ivy.
Yes, they do want you dead.
It's true. Compromise that back A site. Very key.
Yeah, that's another thing about Ivy. It's just as hard as it used to be to take, but it's not as OP to take it anymore. So
Box was used
Oh,
last
man.
round. He saw
Yeah.
that. He knows something's coming.
Oh,
Doesn't
JC
know
is-
how many.
it's a little nerd on these angles.
Oh, could have gotten more.
Oh, through the box, LNZ.
Nasty headshot.
You really saved the day there.
Nyx only has an MP9 to press into the site, supported from the background. Scrobb through smoke, but the SMG picks up the slack. Double from Scrobb, a pistol for the third. Player further back, another 1v1 between him, but this time it's versus 60, and he doesn't have bomb. He's gonna go for the frag, and a missed chance. And as he takes 24 points of damage, he's got one more shot, one more chance, and that one's taken away from him. 60 wins the head-to-head. Scrobb comes up empty-handed, and Complexity keep this within one.
That's what happens when you don't kill 60 right away. Comes in for the clutch. Scrobb, another good effort. Had a great chance to find that flick, but it wasn't an easy shot. And he took a lot of damage for the miss. Right here. Let's see, 45 health, and he got killed. Yeah, straight through the box. I guess that's going to be one issue with it. That is super spammable.
Well, Scrobb from the last man standing to the first man dead. Sixty's gonna do anything he can to not get overrun again. Oh.
Yeah, Complexity have got this down to 2 choke points, so T-Con or inner. Tanir's kind of crept his way out, but I mean, what are Heroic really going to do from here? I guess they've got him in a spot to lurk. Oh, ends up being a ladder play.
Z player peeling back though. And if Halzerk goes out for this Tanir contact, now he's in the open. For a second there, stood in the open.
Uh-oh.
Takes a headshot for 83 damage. Lucky to be alive. Slow T-Con flank and no cover for the Z push. Now
an
you've got a
upgrade.
gun in Youngstar's hands. A double tech 9 kill plus the dink.
You're kidding. Wait,
It's actually Tanir behind him who gets the kill. We get that T-Con walkout. 60 finally back into the action. Oh, but Nilo can't manage to drop him just yet, and slowly Hulzerk will come back at Z and not find him looking in his direction. All's good for Complexity, but it got sketchy there for a second once that Tech9 finds footing in Z.
Yeah, supremely sketchy. That was a lot of pressure on Hulzerk. He had no idea someone had slipped out in front of Olaf as he went to ladder. It's nice assembly on this force up round to make something interesting happen here from LNZ. And Youngster's kills are where it got really scary. Didn't even need that upgrade. Not the first time that thing's fallen over. It's turning into Freakazoid's chair.
If Hulzerk is Norwegian, where do you think Skronk is from?
Norway.
Denmark.
Denmark.
He's from Denmark. Another American Scandinavian. But not actually, but could be. I like what we've seen out of Skronk. Would have been nice if he could have put a clutch up. I'm sure that'll be on the back of his mind. But I really didn't know what to expect with such little notice. Mid-event roster change. Feel like we haven't seen that since Mao's at the start of the year.
Maybe it was a good idea.
Yeah, we'll find out, huh? We'll find out.
Oh.
Nice timing.
Oh, man, this is so bad for Complexity.
Yeah.
They just got by into lower, and Nilo and everyone else are watching these angles anyway. That's just unbelievable. This is a Flusha moment for Tanir, all the way to the back lines. If anyone comes in because they lose vision on B.
And he's done this with
Man,
so much
and
time.
he will. Yeah, this is literally...
Ooh, JT could be the freebie.
Pretty sure this is Flusha versus, was it FaZe Clan in Kato 2018? Clean kill here from the back end. This is when he tells them, what's happened, guys? And there's another lurk.
Bomb has been planted.
Nilo keeps it clean. If he gets another backstab, I mean, now all of Complexity are wondering what else is compromised.
What is
Hulzerk
happening?
gets a barrel put to the back of his head.
Tell me how he pulled that off.
That was as 60 peeled back towards CT spawn.
They actually had a read on the push, and he walked by it. That was so clean by Tanir.
Round-winning move at a very critical juncture. 10 all now. Heroics 11th round win.
It looked random, but it wasn't.
Save is looking good though for 60. Drops 3 players just to keep this off in hand. And Nilo's gonna have to let him have it. Gut-wrenching feeling though for Cole, letting Tanir get away with all that.
And they had no idea how. That is an absolute tilter, the way they lost this round, but after they got this kill too.
That's the most coach-like celebration.
Love it. He's ready for the major.
2 MP9s, 5-7. Hulzerk burned forward in Pop Dog. Not a comfortable place, but that doesn't stop him from getting first blood. Grim outside T-Con, gonna be pressed from both sides. Still gets a double, and then JT slides in to trade him out. Bomb down in the front of it, and Complexity, just when it looked like they got so outplayed in the 1 round prior, they take the fight to Heroic and tie us up again.
Anything but dead. How did they pull that off? They made those MP9s sing. Got some upgrades off it too. Heroic tried to embarrass them with a quick round outside.
It's a brave move to try to make your 12th hit the board.
Yeah, and it's one there. They don't have a lot of money left over, especially because of that save at a 60. Could have been 3 up and a much better chance at having economy next round. but now Complexity have the best chance to make this 13-11.
Ominous with the thunder strikes.
It's a brave call to make.
Just when you think Cole will go down. Grim slams that MP9 outside T-Con for the 2, and he's 21 and 19 now. You can see the bloodbath and the carnage that went down just outside as they tried to force the hand. What's the buy going to look like next round? Like you alluded to, it's going to be crumbs here for Heroic.
Yeah, they might be able to afford like a hammer.
Okay. Any nails?
Yeah, they could have some throwing nails. Maybe an abacus. They're gonna have to get creative.
Just so good at using these boxes to dodge that first player out.
True. Consistently.
Really nice position there from Grim in the minutia of that round. He shines.
That is one area that is so more dynamic than it used to be. That's cool. All right, 11-11, but Youngstar is the only one with a safe gun. They've stretched rounds like these very thin and made them scary for Complexity, but I'm sure Complexity feel a little comfortable. No armor, even, on anyone besides Youngstar. Let's see if it's really in the name.
Scrob's utility goes out. Just Tanir's Molly now. Scrob trying to join up with the other 4 players. Frag in front of the ramp push. Oh, and the next nade is on the money from JT. Just takes the wind out of them. Absolutely halted in their tracks, and as Tanir climbs up over the railings deep inside of the halls, Grim's able to find the headshots. This is a perfect round for Complexity thus far. Grim could just clean up versus the last 2. Takes a dink. That M4 never even gets a chance to see action, really. Nilo's 16 health, enough to find the 1. But like you said, off of the back of that last round, it is better for Complexity in terms of closing this 13-11. The clutches that could have been, the pistols that pulled off round wins. It still boils down to 24 rounds of play as per Complexity's classics.
Yeah, it's in the contract. Grim's had a lot of good multis this game. Some sort of in-between moments. Otherwise, no one's necessarily standing out as a hard carry, but it's a good thing for Complexity winning as a team.
All right, let's win this. Fuck this shit in here.
Their money is fucking horrid.
Yeah, fuck them even more right now.
Yeah, they know what's up. Alzer's the only one with the op.
Yeah, he says money's horrid, but honestly, it's 5 AKs on the field. Woof. And Nick's lucky to be alive. They hang on to 2 smoke and flash sets. Announce themselves on Ivy and then pull that 3-player core right back.
Yeah, they've got good guns, but they do need to hang on to that utility. If they end up going for that slow outer exec where they got re-smoked inside of T-Con over and over again, they might be in for the hardest possible rounds. They found some good success at Ivy, but the organization here of Complexity, I think, is just attracted to this very same idea. They seem to know what's happening.
Flash in to confirm it.
3 spotted at 50 seconds. They can't turn around from this.
Oh, Flash is fantastic. Grim into the corner. Nick's a little late on the corner peek, but that's exactly what they needed. Just enough to have players scramble, turning them back and forth. Nilo comes out from T-Con, but no bomb possession. Boiled this one down to 50 seconds. That pack of players on Ivy had to succeed at least halfway. Lose numbers, but get out. That could have been something. Here is the recovery effort of Nilo. 2 kills into this. Hits 20 frags. Smoke on Grim, soon to fade. 15 on this clock.
No way.
And Nilo is doing it all on his own. Surpasses JT, who gives up his position. Tanir's got a chance, but it's burned out, and that fire will win this game for Complexity. A piece of utility that keeps him away. A 24-round game, barn burner. Every single time. Were you getting nervous there, Complexity fans? Because that one came right down to the wire. Not saying that train arrived in the station on time, but it did.
2-0. I don't know if that's going to be what happens today, but you will not catch me picking sides in a game where one team is 0-2 and one team has 25% map win rate.
We could just be watching some wild Counter-Strike.
Yes.
This could get real messy.
It's ancient. How hard could it be?
A little sloppy. But we'll see. Individually speaking, Grim was the man back on train. Pushed it over the line in a couple of those very important rounds. And I think just within certain rounds, looked like one of the more explosive players when he would bombard them through the pop dog or thrust himself at T-Con exit. Whatever it took, Grim was ready to do it for the team. Now it's going to take a 4v5. Nilo quickly up through the red room. And Sixy and Cave gets it. They're going to lose footing on the bomb site. Youngstar goes deep through Cave, but it's an instant trade out. He's kind of getting baited to come take this fight for a second, but again, Nilo still in the red room, still whittling away at that health bar, and last man up as Grim goes down. It's a scrub double plus plant post. So that is it. A pistol here for Heroic.
Lots of great pressure put on that retake. They got in fast. I like that Nilo just starts blasting from back there instead of taking it slow and making sure that he can get each and every kill, because there are teammates on the site, open lines and fighting. And here's the quick play that kicked it off, setting him up beautifully. I feel like if Tanir was on my team, I'd just be pushing, knowing he's somewhere pushing.
Knowing he's further than I am.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And if he's not, he'll be there in 2 seconds.
Yes, he will surpass me. You could try to push faster, he'll pass you. Or just ride his coattails. Aggressive Counter-Strike player, and we like that. 5 kills, easy for Heroic in the conversion. Not even a conversation topic. Moving along swiftly to round 3.
It's a very, very good start. It wasn't a happy map, I think, on train for Heroic, but it should have been easier for Complexity. I think both those things are understood. Not a map we'll see every day. Train, Ancient, Overpass. The 3 newest maps.
Whoa! Sold. While also 2 of the oldest. You know what I mean?
True.
Well, not the oldest, but they're all old at this point. All of them except Ancient. Repeat offenders in the map pool at the moment. Ooh, this green boost by Scrob. Actually gets seen by JT. Grim's gonna find LNZ. JT's just getting pelted by too many nades. He tries to get out. Trying being the key word, because he's not allowed an escape. 4 versus 3 for Heroic in the first gun round. All you've got is Temple, and that gets set on fire.
Heresy. It looked very uncomfortable with that attack. Could have gotten to slightly better spots, but to be honest, a retake is still possible. Yes, it is, it looks like.
Nicely done. Youngstar cuts down those 2. Makes sure that just as soon as it looks possible, it becomes impossible.
Tumbled out into the flash. Nyx will get hunted, but not killed. Tanir's out, and this one gun will be pretty helpful. But yeah, Complexity there off the corner of default. It's sort of like they knew the exec was coming in, but they didn't really, I guess, respect how quickly it could happen. And thought they made it looked like they mentally thought they had a second to throw a nade.
Tanir was 6-3 in terms of opening kills versus Team Spirit when they played this map at Cologne. It's always a good day when you can get more opening kills than deaths, and Donk is in the server. That was also a map whereby they only had 4 T round wins before switching sides and pulling it back to overtime. So already nearly meeting that quota versus Complexity could bode very well for a team that Mohan described as bums on Ancient. Complexity, it's going to be a tough go of it, I think. As this one is another statement win by Heroic. The confidence just oozing out of these executes and the pace of the play that they're bringing to the table so far. Oozing.
Oozing, yes. Maybe it's the case of the perfect veto. They brought the opponent's map pick close, then they have a secret pocket pick you would never expect. That also happens to be weak for your opponents. The discomfort is very apparent.
Next up, just try to throw something at the wall on overpass and see what sticks. Little unknown quantity to wrap up this series.
Actually, Complexity are probably one of the teams that'll benefit the most from this change, having overpass. That being said, it was an Anubis.
They were playing a lot of Anubis.
Yeah.
Again, but anytime there's a new map, I
As
just
long
look
as they're
at
just
Complexity.
happy with the change,
Yep.
yeah.
It's a new map. Complexity will be playing it more than most.
I mean, all their classic Imperial games were on overpass. And it really hasn't changed, so. Maybe Complexity versus Furia will be the new El Clasico.
I want to see Furia versus Virtus Pro on overpass.
Yeah?
Yeah. VP and overpass, just they go hand in hand. They've already got a 2-round comeback at Bounty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Them CT sides.
Them CT sides. And that fame. Grim posted up. He's going to have a bunch of players behind him if
Nice.
JT can't grab them all. Oof, JT ends up getting the double kill that Grim wanted. Man advantage for Complexity. That setup I thought was going to cost Grim, but good cover from JT, making this round look doable for Complexity. Is the 5th round of play the first round Complexity win? Starting to look even more likely as Tanir finds himself alone. 5-1 is his start. Flash to the temple opens up the door for him to push off site. And there's nobody donut. He's gonna find cover in sight soon, and it's just the jumping pistol. It takes him way too many bullets to get that frag, and the trade frag is good here for Cole. So they'll grab that op back, defuse this for the round win, and get themselves on the board in the 5th.
That was a great big jump. Much higher than normal, it felt like, when he rainbowed across his screen. So Tanir had to really waste a lot of ammo to make that happen. Don't know if he would have, even with that as a quick kill, found a way out of this 1v3, but either way, solid stuff between Grim and JT. Getting the first 3 kills, that's all you can ask of your site holder. Similar attack coming in to the A site. Ooh, that's a message. 10-1 Nilo. Excellent start here to Ancient.
Trying to have himself quite the series. Finished map 1, 21-16. Highest rated player for Heroic on the map loss.
Uh-oh, Halzerk can be spotted here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awkward, Halzerk.
And now 60 kind of feeling doomed, gets popped by LNZ.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's, you know, he pushes out and he's holding the right side, but he doesn't trust his teammate to have the other, and then he knows he's exposed. He knows.
Just banking on them not walking in that timing. Costly mistake to make, as it's not only his death, but the round that comes swiftly with it. Heroic immediately back to winning ways.
Yeah, it's micro. It's small, small mistakes. Halzerk hasn't got to kill this map, so it's a little awkward. Ooh,
Dude, they are sharp on this one.
blasted away.
Yeah, the time to kill now for Heroic. Again, like there was that weird wonky back and forth over on train at the start of the game, and when you boil it down to a 13-11, it was a close call. Heroic looking to send a message with this ancient win that they're slowly piecing together.
Terrorists win.
I mean, these rounds.
I know you're calling it really early, but what we're seeing from Complexity is a lot of awkwardness.
It's also just the stats don't play into Complexity's favor, and I think that even though there's not a lot of map wins for Heroic, pushing Spirit not long ago, as hard as they did. Ha 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 ha. Lol.
One bro to another. Norwegian pizza.
Missed incendiary there from Complexity, but not like it stops Heroic from doing as they please, as they have throughout this attack. Flash over top, Scrob right into 60's forehead. You know there was a flash from the right side of Long, so you just sit here. You know there's somebody back there. You don't know if there's another, but there is indeed. Scrob's job feels a bit too easy. Whose smoke is that? What are you trying to tell me, J-Raz? What are you trying to tell me?
That one just landed their feet by accident, or?
Oh, it was a smoke, not a flash from back right. That's what he's telling us.
Ah.
Scrob dodged it like a flash, re-peeked in for the opening kill, and has
Still an
sat here
invitation up.
ever since.
Nilo should get caught off. JT gets that one 3v4, but without the sight. I mean, on that Hauser, he needs just this clean pick off, and then maybe he can call his friends over to help. But otherwise, I don't know.
One through smoke if he gets lucky on timing.
Spam down. A little too high, and we outie.
Go ahead, try to keep majority alive on the save. So, honestly, plan was very simple here for Heroic. Almost called him Skronk. Put Scrob on the angle and let Complexity walk into their own deaths.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you did call him Skronk a couple times.
Did I?
Last map.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why.
You sounded so Canadian there for a second.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry about that, Scrob.
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 Terrorists win.
What's a skronk? Oh, you know why?
Skrunk?
Because I was having this conversation to myself in my head where I was saying, like, you know, we have this conversation about, like, when the best player in the world is named something funny.
Silly, yeah.
Right? So I was thinking, I was like, is Scrob like a donk?
Okay,
You know, because eventually there will be a generation of players that are inspired by donk. They might have funny names like Glorp and who knows what. I can't put myself in that space. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, I'm like, yeah, Scrob's kind of like a donk. So I guess that's why I'm calling him
I
Skronk.
see. That actually adds up perfectly.
Welcome to the things I think about.
I know you well enough
While
to know that
Walter's
isn't a
talking.
lie.
Yeah, I speak the truth. And maybe so does 60. Nope. No, sir. Tries to get aggressive down ramp, eats a bullet to the head again. His last two rounds have been very much short-lived in the face of this presence from Heroic outside B. The AUG up close. Fun choice, Grim. Good luck. Nice lineup for JT, at least a double kill. Something anywhere from anyone going Complexity's way would be just a moment to catch your breath, but they'll peel off the site as Heroic's pressure feels never-ending. And
Oh man,
yeah,
Heroic were
save is
about to
called.
lead, but they're literally just they weren't even saving. They literally think they're getting ahead of this rotation out of the site. And for a second, they were right. Youngstar was walking out to mid, but the rest of them just waited. They just ran a bit too early. Now they have no chance to hold this.
Well, luckily for them, the missed rotation turns into a great way to save.
Yeah.
Ah. Play it off.
Very
It's
flexible.
all part of the plan. 7-1 T side now, Heroic.
Oh, nice shot, Skronk. That'd make you Skronky.
I'm so surprised that you didn't call me out in the heat of the moment, Launders. You
To
never,
be honest, I was
you never
answering-
pass up a moment to make fun of me.
Yeah, but the reason was because I thought you were talking about somebody else that I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
And then I think you asked me where I thought he was from, and I just said Norway. I didn't know who Skronk was.
That's- You're like, what are you fucking talking about? Wow, man. That's really kind of you to just...
Yeah, Skronk.
Yeah, all right, Scrawny. Okay. Grok, what is Skronk?
Gronk. Is this true?
Who this is? It's Scrob. And he's been a real turret outside of that B site when we saw him boost it up. Now when he's holding for any kinds of last attempts at a complexity. Still 0 kills for Halzerk. And
Damn, that's amazing. Out of Nilo. Perfect timing.
his T side's impressive.
It is.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. Again, numerically, not a lot of wins to really like turn your head when it comes to this map specifically, but no fluke, I don't think, that they pushed Spirit to the limit. Grim comes back into the site. Nade's gonna just expose him to a whole pack of heroic players that are all so bloodthirsty at the moment. They look left and right down the line. They just see their teammates feasting on easy frags. North American noobs as far as heroic is concerned.
Today's not the day, man. We just had to watch the NRG game, and
yeah,
I mean, come on, kick a man when he's down.
Especially with 5 North Americans on the desk in the casting booth.
Yeah,
it's an all NA broadcast to watch the boys get spanked.
They even got the better Norwegian.
He's Danish.
Youngstar.
Oh.
Gronk.
Wait, Youngstar's from Sweden.
He is? No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude.
No, that's a lie.
Okay.
No. I swear he was Norwegian. Oh my God. Gronk.
Gronk, where is Norway?
No, say word. That's...
Yeah, man. Are the MP9's gonna make a difference? Will the Mag 7 get a kill? I mean, when Halzerk is 0 and 8, I say to hell with it. Pull out the Mag 7. Get active. Make a move. This is the same place Scrob has already caused problems for Complexity. The only thing that might stop him is this Mag 7 peeking straight into him. It's close enough to blow his head off. Do it, Halzerk. Do it. Oh,
I think he helped.
Yeah, a little assist on that one. They hear the op rattle off a shot too, so
Get this gun back in rotation.
natural reposition into the cave with guns like these. And Grim playing green. Gets found out as SMG prevails. Nilo's going to be met by a smoke. And so this bargain bin buy is starting to work out somewhat. Donut player pressure from both ends. But in pushing cave to Donut, you have effectively offered Heroic this B site. You're giving them a chance at this 2v4 post plan.
That's true. It's a lot of time to get organized. These are the moments where Complexity, I think, can have a hard time for sure, and they're being so patient with the smoke.
Can he peek in front of it? Will he need to? Scrob's got one. Gets past the flames. LNZ, 2 more kills in this 1v3 to close it out.
A nade on Grim could be the end of him. Oh, won't even need that part. And he got off of it, didn't he?
Goes deep. Halzerk's no longer defusing. He's going to have to get back on it. LNZ knows the plant's on the left for him, but there's no kit, so be it. This was a very sprinkled in buy from Complexity, and they're not going to have the tools for the job to win it. So even though they push beyond the cave, secure the 4v2, it's the fact they didn't leave anybody over towards that B site that lets Heroic put this one on the board anyways. 9-1. Heroic can't stop winning. You still looking for evidence that young stars from Norway?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I think it was an interview where he said he started playing with the Norwegians on a Norwegian org.
Ah.
That's what he said. Also Vietnamese, I think. And then someone said, I can't remember if automatic was baiting. I'm not going to get into it now.
Okay.
Heroic are on a tear.
From a tear to Tanir. Through the cave smoke, catching him off, keeping man advantage in hand. Bomb can take its sweet time working through the swamp.
Grim surrounded, doesn't even know it. Maybe he could feel it though. Hauser comes in a mid, maybe he can help, but like, he's kind of pinned in the spot. Hauser, oh, just missed that.
And now Grim's got to be careful with the shadow on the right side.
Yeah, he's not clearing this totally yet. There we go.
Good timing. So we go back evened out with that one. Grim hanging on to a portion of the site. Oof, but there's a gap in that one, and Youngstar's going to find Grim's head. Just the CT lane to try to push up. Nyx double op in this retake. A double op 2v3 demanded of Complexity, and Nyx gets one. It's going to earn him a weapon swap. Nilo, 14 kills to his name, 11 rounds into this map, peeks wide on default, and Nyx is gonna punish,
nice.
Switching over to the AK, securing his 3rd kill in that round, and giving Complexity a much-needed lifeline, at the very least, 2 CT rounds.
Yeah, I mean, 2 CT rounds. This has been a paddling all the way through. Every round, Heroic are so much better than them. They, at the very minimum, pull out a clutch here, a chance to maybe get a 3rd round. But this is the most one-sided half so far that we've seen.
Sour reaction from Youngstar. Last round of the half. Heroic dominating the map pick, justifying it. While Complexity's pick was more of a squabble. Got him on the wall. Trade's good. Another one in here, 6E. Oh, he gets damage in.
Nilo doesn't shake focus. Holding outside there, keeping the cave preoccupied. Plant can come down.
Nick's gonna walk this one in, try to get closer. Catches Youngstar off guard. Man advantage for Complexity, taken away. Tanir trying to get the better of Halzerk, but he will survive on a quarter health. Nilo joins forces up on site. No bomb plant yet. Grim fast on the flank. And as the site itself slows down, Grim really trying to make this AUG work. And with backs turned to him, it looks like this one's in the bag. Final 2 rounds of the half, picked up by Complexity. A pistol could give them some runway, but it still feels like dire straits ahead.
Hey guys, we are at Culture Clubhouse and we're gonna watch some Counter-Strike clips.
Again to keep mouths going.
I know this clip.
I don't remember this clip.
You don't remember? It was insane.
He probably feels like there's presence in the B-bomb site, but the clutch is on. Oh!
We still lost this map. I think it's after the game I was shocked why we lost this. I don't.
You lost this map
Yeah, we lost this map.
after this.
And I was full shocked. How we lost this?
That's a little bit unfortunate, otherwise maybe you're going to try to put some pressure. He's still going to go for it. He picks up that one. Oh, no!
We just came to this tournament. I don't remember. We were like top 10 or top 15 team in the world. Nobody expect us to win this, and it was crazy because we just win every game, and it was crazy. For me, all these moments, all these clutches, it's 10 out of 10 for sure.
No, we came to this tournament with big expectations, you know.
Yeah.
But we weren't in the good shape back in the days, you know, for this tournament. So yeah, we collapsed in quarterfinals.
Yeah, but
In your minds.
your game against Furia was crazy because, you know, Simple showing middle fingers to the crowd, some fans spitting on you or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He can actually save. He probably feels like there's presence in the B-bomb site, but the clutch is on.
Oh, that smoke, it catches the rail, and that's a little bit unfortunate. Otherwise, maybe going to try to put some pressure. He's still going to go for it. He picks up
I think for the whole CS community, this moment is not like 10 out of 10. I think they're gonna put like 5 or 6 points. But for me, because I was here, I was there, I was feeling this, for me it's 10 out of 10 for sure.
No, for me, bro, it's like 3 maximum. You know.
Okay. It's enough. Thank you for coming to the Culture Clubhouse. Next time I will bring Jane.
Little lifeline at the end of that first half, but couldn't stop the momentum that Heroic established. I feel like they're still going to be feeling it coming into this second side. Half that they very confidently held Spirit back on during Cologne. So why wouldn't Heroic be able to just put this one in, Launders?
I don't know. Like, Complexity just don't look comfortable at all. It's like a...
This reminds me of the fucking ancient pug we played earlier. Fucking savants.
The pug? I think they might have been playing a team. I don't know.
Savant.
They're playing pretty good, and I don't think they were doing anything magical. I think you're just really uncomfortable with the map. At least that's how it felt.
Gotta say it how it is. There you go, Grim. Suck on that. Frag grenade at his feet upon arrival. You got a lot of cave control here if you are Complexity, ready to really hammer it home on this bomb site. Utility for JT and Halzerk. But LNZ's got the kill, just floating around on middle. They didn't, they weren't ready at all, but Youngstar hits a clean shot. Smoke over towards ramp, lands ahead of the push, but they'll still come through because Nyx takes over cave control. And so the utility covers just enough. 3v2 for Complexity here. Youngstar and LNZ trying to find a way to crack it back open. No kit. Nyx waiting for a chance to shine. He's got to go for the reload. They're going to try to pile drive him in that moment. He gets the reload off. First bullet straight between LNZ's eyes. And with that, they will deter the clutch attempt. Will they? Still sticking around, but deep ramp commitment here from Halzerk to just guarantees all's good. 2 sets of... No, just one. He had nades. Kevlar to go.
Yeah, so with a T-side pistol, and maybe a bit more of Grim's help, like we saw on Train, they could make this game competitive, but they're really just going to have to ruin the CT economy all the way through. Can't help but feel like they're going to need a little luck to make this happen. So they had some good chances in that first half and didn't seem like they were comfortable at all. And also, off of that comm, seem to think they're better at this map than they are for some reason. Or that they're playing against geniuses.
Savants.
Savants.
Forced by rush down bottom mid. Fire burning at the top of ramp. Keeps Nyx out of it for a moment. But you know what he wants? To just attack this B site full force. He'll find his Youngstar's smoke inside of the cave, though, slowing off the other half of this commitment.
It's actually been a really solid game from Nyx, hasn't it?
That it has.
And he's so up and down, man. I think like on his good days, he actually shows so much potential, but his consistency obviously hasn't totally been there. Looks like they've rolled high on this map. Maybe that could be a difference maker.
Rolled that nat 20.
Is that from Magic?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Same die or
D20.
different from a nat 20?
The D20 is the dice.
Yeah, 20-sided.
Nat 20 is rolling a 20 without
Natural.
modifiers affecting the sum of your roll.
Why are you mad at me because you had to explain why you're a nerd?
Stop showing interest in my hobbies.
Oh, nat 20? You wouldn't even understand. I understand, man. Natty.
That's true. That's right.
It's the no creatine 20. I got you, man.
Yeah,
I got
all
you,
right.
bro.
Yeah, we can all find common ground, folks. We have more in common than you think. Ugly little MP7 spray there from JT.
You said it like John Anik.
Both these
Going
fighters
through
are
a
actually
custody battle. Legend.
John Anik, one of the goats. Cross into the bomb site. Hey, this is feeling a little too easy for Complexity. Letting them start this T side with momentum could bode well for the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's kind of unfair to write off Heroic when they haven't had full guns just yet, but we'll see what happens once JT no longer has MP7s. Or am I speaking too soon? Because the 5.7s are real close to this site. One more behind you was meant to shoot Hulzerk in the back of the head, but the cover is great from Grim. And so post-plant goes smooth for Complexity.
Looks like Complexity can really make this ugly here for Heroic. Again, it's about the instability of the CT side. You can have all these advantages, but if you can't get the money together, win the right rounds.
Fucking go, guys. Let's fucking win this shit.
4
13-9.
damage from Johnny. Nice job.
Nice. They're believing. They're ready to win, actually.
Okay, 13-9 they said.
60 with the util damage.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Everybody's confident until you go up against the gun round. But Tanir's been looking human. It was really Nilo kind of fueling that first half.
No, let's talk about Nyx.
Okay. Go ahead.
He gets to take a stand here on the offense.
It was a part of the escort to get Grim into Red Room.
It's a big gap here, man, for Heroic. That's such a good timing for Grim.
Trade potential, JT. He's got support through Nyx. And so 2 players flood into the CT spawn for Complexity. Chance at bomb being cut off, though, in Donut.
They really do just want to walk this. I mean, the bomb should just be crossing, I feel like.
60's coming. They're going to go 2 Donut. That's why he waits. Oof. And luckily, 60 trades off default box. The slide out from Tanir. The double kill's good. The triple's even better. Headshot in an instant. I said quiet map from Tanir. He hears us talking and posts a clean triple.
Absolutely filthy from Tanir, man. That trade was so necessary.
Catching him asleep at the wheel. Looked for a second like they were just
3
waiting
bullets.
for Donut to join up.
Put to bed.
Double digits secured, so.
The Donut approach was just a touch sloppy. I felt like they had such a massive flank. They needed to slow down the normal first part of their attack.
Fast move, ramp under pressure. Grim taking a look. Nilo out through cave. Nobody holding that. Everybody else is still kind of slow to get through the B doors. And then Scrob picks one up, and a second. Taking the angles down. A bit of disjointedness, I think, between Complexity in the last couple rounds.
Yeah.
Whether that was waiting down on the CT spawn in order for Donut to get into position, or this time just kind of nobody actually coming through to hold off the cave push into, once they arrive, being unprepared for the Scrob peek down ramp.
It's a little awkward that they got those kills on B and then split towards A, but they didn't get a Donut player. They didn't get a site player on A and still wanted to do their split.
JT trying to piece together a 1v4, but he doesn't realize they're just letting that flank get into position. Tanier from the shadows. Fires off. Activates everybody else. JT now knows time's limited and... Whoa, okay. The gun doesn't go empty. Everybody starts swinging. That flank missing gives him a slight chance, but too much of an ask of him. 5 rounds the lead for Heroic at 11-6.
Yeah, certainly. It looks like they're about to put a bow on this. I mean, even with Scrob looking this comfy inside the B site, Halzerk's hitting things. Its own property, though.
As long as it's not tournament prop...
Okay, nerd.
As long as it's not turnips and tournament property.
He has been playing Stardew Valley. As long as it's not turnips and carrots.
Oof.
Quality nade.
Yes, sir. Grim's gonna feel exhausted. Here comes the volley of util. Complexity trying to slam it home. Young Star.
Ooh.
Nice couple headshots. Clotheslines on the bomb site. Opens the door for LNZ to come through, and Heroic's defense now starting to probably feel impenetrable.
It was a very fun start for Complexity in the second half, but yeah, their hopes have been quickly washed away. Out to sea.
Proper Norwegian death.
Yeah. Someone's about to shoot arrows into their hopes floating away. Burning ones.
The old Viking burial. A lot of Scandinavians in this server. That's how it should be.
I was ready to talk about Nyx, but you're right. Look at Nilo. Look at Nilo.
Look at him go. 20-9.
He never has a nervous move. I'll say that about him.
That ain't it. LNZ gonna put the Tech 9 down. Firing faster than the dual Berettas could. Scrob holding off. Missed shot and a dink comes out. So we've got a little more space than Heroic would have liked to give over. But it looks like cleanup duty should be good. Should be, because they're still not turned around for Nilo's arrival so quickly into the back of this Complexity push through Donut that he's dropped bomb on his side of the smoke. It's gonna force util out of Complexity, faking as if they're gonna scoop it up immediately. He tries to pop him through it, outnumbered 2-1 here.
They're waiting quite a long time, but I don't know if that's even their biggest problem. They're gonna have to go back, get this smoke, get this bomb eventually.
They let the smokes fade. Now they'll have nothing to cover the grab. Scrob's gonna put the op on it, and it all falls on a 29 health Halzerk. So unfortunately here for Complexity, they get that first map in their back pocket, but Ancient too much of an ask. Not able to beat Spirit at Cologne here, but they'll make up for it with the new piece as well. An impressive thing here from Nilo with as many kills as he has.
If you need to clean up on a map of Counter-Strike, you reach for the Scrob Daddy.
Eliminate a game or two in those head-to-heads. Nowadays.
I mean, no, they were good at Overpass before Unleash came too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so they just always played it. So, I mean, I think at least from the top down in terms of like their original core, Grim on Overpass, Halzerk on Overpass, JT on Overpass, they're in a good spot.
But it's 2025, Unk.
Come on, it's just Scrob, man. You gotta be able to at least beat Scrob.
I just think this
fresh out of the academy,
pelted. Like they said, kind of, Maui said, band-aided together. Think like, we'll see what holds it together. We'll see if the B peaks from Complexity are enough to stop it all. Just waiting to pop that flash. JT. Great flashes, you said it.
Best flashes in NA.
see it coming. Beretta's on the half wall. Easy for Grim. Quad kill for Grim. Ace on the cards if not for JT, but with the flash assist, he
Bellissimo.
owed it to him. Let JT have one. Close it down. Well,
Gorlami.
if that's what all your B-holds are going to look like, it's going to be an easy day in the office. We'll see what Grim can bring to the table moving forward, but the pistol is easy.
Like, somebody tell me Grim doesn't know how to play overpass.
I would never say such a thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Complexity should have always won this series. That's what I was thinking. The roster that was pieced together for this event with a day's notice. Yeah. I think that Heroic have effectively exposed a huge weakness in the map pool for Complexity when it comes to Ancient. Or maybe Heroic are just savants, as Nyx said. This AUG, man, Grim's really trying to make it work tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, these Glocks are shaking right now.
You're crazy, 60. Go make that money. Only SMG on the field as rifles come out for Complexity. And I think, you know, this round is a given that they're going to get aggressive, press themselves into the playground, dominate Heroic before they're able to get anything moving out of spawn. We'll see how adamant they remain in doing that once they're versus other rifles. And that time is now. So let's see it. I want to see a confident Complexity just spilling over, boiling over the top of the saucepan when it comes to starting these rounds. Because that is a great way to not have to always bank on your B defense. We'll see if Heroic win round 3. Oop, well.
Okay. I mean, they can't post up the op back there, so there's just the added advantage of that, of course. More smokes.
So nothing on A except for leaning Halzerg back. Halzerg doesn't have his op yet, so just gonna solo play bathrooms in anticipation of Heroic starting their attack with guns in those B hits. But it's not out of the gate for Heroic either. They're gonna go through the protocols. Playing overpass properly. Long control with bomb. Tanier outside of Monster.
Yeah, they're making good pace.
50 seconds and starting to walk down that long hall. Tanier shows presence on B.
Yeah, they're not really getting tricked by this. Still got 3 here.
Great on the other side of the incendiary too. They're going to play with it. They're bouncing as the short push comes down over on the B site. Tanier with 1. JT and Grim, though, gonna stop it in its tracks on site. Grim going for the bathrooms frag, can't manage everything on his own. And Tanier has escaped the threat of Nyx down on that lower site. Now, if Nyx just leaves him down there, go for the 1v1 up on A site versus Scrob.
He has no idea where Scrob is playing from, though. He is in the open, however.
Just got to keep clearing these corners, right? You've got to throw caution to the wind, keep clearing every corner, and you're going to find him, but you're not going to get the better of him. Scrob wins the duel with the FAMAS, and the first guns out for Heroic post a T-round win.
I think Nyx kind of blows this. They have the double short push, and he just doesn't swing. Tanier's jumping up to get in the door, and there's no trade there. That was a hard enough kill for Tanier on his way up. Could have easily died doing this, but you've got to go make this trade happen, right? Like, how could he escape in that moment? Nice kill from Scrob. Without that, who knows?
That's fun. But it doesn't find damage.
I love that. It's just falling off. This is kind of a make or break round for that economy. Oh, and JT outright loses his duel. Tanier barely scratched. At least Grim gets his.
Halzerk hanging on to the bathrooms. Good lineup there. Gets a bunch of damage in with Nyx behind him.
He wants to swing again.
Yeah, it's burning beyond him, so he could go for it. Gonna try to catch him with timing, and he does.
Wow.
Just over top of the flower box. That was ambitious.
To say the least.
But he's not afraid of Scrob.
Again, massive chance here for Heroic that absolutely could destroy the CT economy. But it's pretty much got to have to be Tanir. Scrob's got the util to support him.
Gonna try to walk this in at 30 seconds. It's just Nyx giving up a lot of control of the bomb site. No kit on these players either. No utility for the retake.
Grim hasn't decided to walk back up. They actually might allow for a plant, which means that... Oh, we'll see.
Nyx looking like he wants to throw himself at it when the plant comes down. Tanir could hold smoke, but he's worried about the open routes. And sure enough...
Solid move, man.
Flusser Scorb. Scrob. I'll get there.
Scorb, is this true?
Scrob's not able to...
Scorb. Scorb is crazy.
Scrob.
Oh, he went and planted on the inside of the smoke, too. That's funny.
So they hang on. Good flash. Nilo doesn't see anything for half a year as he sits there accepting his fate, and JT with the USP's got this one in the bag. So nice to see JT picking up some kills on this round, because that last spray in the previous round through the short pipe of B,
yeah,
wasn't something he was proud about, no doubt. This round, all too easy for Complexity, and a great round to keep
95.
everybody.
Dude, I swear they buffed Glocks. Have we not seen some of the most ridiculous
Maybe.
Glock kills?
Maybe. Gotta put this AUG down, Grim.
Oh, never forget that. Glock on Snappy. I mean, NQZ to Snappy.
Goes.
Don't want that AUG?
He's running for it. He saved it.
I gotta grab that AUG, man.
He saved it.
It's Auger Pass. You gotta use it. Long range. It can supplant an op in any position. It's Grim who wants it.
He's just a cool guy with his flat cap and his AUG.
Yeah. Looking for clues.
Looking for new ways to win, see? I'm all for it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And now, Heroic have to show us they know how to deny it.
Heroic a little more timid this round, worried that maybe Complexity would try to press into them. Halzerk just gonna stay posted long.
Whenever you get flashed on long, you just eat it. You just stand here. Yeah.
There you go. Great call.
Yeah, it's too far away.
Got to work on that throwing arm. Squeaky closed. Players up inside of... No, it's off its hinges. Yeah, I was like, I thought that was a gap, but didn't see anybody climbing around in there.
Ooh.
Scrob catching Halzerk. JT stuck here alone for a moment, and in that moment, he's not able to get anything else done. Still, man advantage Complexity. Smoke for Dumpster. Bank exit already under wraps. That AUG trying to push out. Scrob gets pushed back into the bathroom.
This
So
is some of the pressure that you were looking for, you know, just to keep it coming, even when they could play passive in a spot.
just don't jump spot. Scrob op on the prowl.
You're gonna go around this, or just
with the flash? Grim right there in the open, popped. We go even here at 10 seconds, confirming the dumpster player, but dropping the bomb. Now Scrob gets the kill. You know where the last one's at. No time to plant. You've got to gun him down, and he's just going to run. Another round where Complexity just flee the scene for the final kill and put it on the board. It's how they close train, and it's how they're going to keep Heroic at bay on this T side. Up now 5-1.
Just doing a great job on the trade. Scrubs obviously caught off guard there. Chance to save Tanir and actually win the round in the same shot. But from this kill into bathrooms, they just keep the numbers high the whole time. So very, very good starts to these rounds for Complexity. This one's about to get out of hand. Yeah, it's the double molly for 6 damage on Scrub.
Seen single ops win rounds before on Overpass. Let's see how Scrob can do it.
Fall in 1v5.
Allzerk, though, ready for the connector pop-up.
If they swing this properly, it's actually going to be awkward for him.
Missed shot, but nobody actually comes around the half wall fast enough.
Oh, the op is right there.
Fallback does get clipped, though. So that's one down. Open door for the Pistols to push forward.
Goodness.
And an op to grab, perhaps, if they can just get a little closer. Smoke grenade with it. Back found over here towards B.
They
Nice
know he's
push from
lurking,
Nyx.
too.
Yep. You know, Tanir has been kind of left to his own devices down outside of the B site. Multiple rounds already.
They've got time to wait for another mistake, but I don't know if they're going to find one.
JT turning his back towards long can be scary. It's just the Tech 9, though. In the hands of Youngstar. Really burning this down just in case. Not actually sending anything back over towards B. They wait, they wait, they wait. They
got the
decide
op.
to go for this. 2 ops in hand. Scrob's got a second kill on the round. Now LNZ with that picked up sniper posts one as well. 1 op finds Allzerk. They play the waiting game and they put it on site.
Oh my goodness, they've actually made it happen. And now in the post plant, I don't know, I feel pretty good. There's no smoke coming at them.
There are kits on the dead bodies.
Has to be a missed shot, and it is.
Yes, sir. But they got to scoop up a kit in the process. One front sight, I believe one towards truck. LNZ missed chance. Still now Nyx gets the kit. Flash forward, missed op shot. Tech 9 peppering the wall. And because of the time, it is still all good. It's Complexity securing their 6.
That shot did look good. It was a nice try, but way too many missed shots there to pull that off, unfortunately. And that's to say, you know, they missed those shots, but, you know, Scrob got that opener. They got close to the site because of the op. It gives and it takes.
He picked up one once they got close to the site as well.
Yeah.
Right here.
That was like the one thing. He was like, I'm not going to do this.
So if Maui Snake's concerns were for the CT side, all is going well. But the thing is, we haven't really seen a huge test on this B site yet, which is the flag Maui raised.
That, and I mean, they aren't banking a ton of money off these wins.
There we go. Smooth. JT gets one.
Okay. Yeah,
Walks.
that's... Ooh.
You gotta wait.
Just loves a fight.
Gotta wait until the bullets run out.
Yeah.
Or at least stop.
I don't know. Maybe just don't. Yeah, just don't go at all.
Walks right into that one. With 10 bullets still to go on Tanir's spray down. Flash out through Monster. Scrob's got it held back from a distance. Nice headshot from Sixy. Needed that one, it felt like.
Yeah, he's struggling a bit.
Molotov kind of keeps him stuck in for a second. Not able to fall back this angle past Tanir just yet, but they jiggle on it a couple times. That nade, done.
Excellent.
Not even needed as Nilo's got there first. Here's the Molotov, but it missed.
Man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see there.
We did talk about how maybe this T side would just be kind of cobbled together for Heroic, and devil in the details there as the fire doesn't burn Sixy out. He's able to hold on to the position, gets spotted though, and his support system's down.
What?
He swings wide instead of playing the headshot over top of the barrels, tries to go for the short player instead. Nade for the planter is going to stop that plant. And now Halzerk out here on the balcony already. A peek from short spotted. As the second player has hands busy, he drops. P250 versus rifles. They both swing down through him, so they break their way through despite the missed util. Sixy really exposing himself to all three players there.
Yeah, he definitely kind of asked to die in that position. Probably should have just focused on taking the fight towards Monster since he could at least block himself off from short. This is also a very weird decision out of JT after his kill. He kind of went the only direction where there were more Ts. Instead of the open one where he fought someone and won his duel, and upstairs where he could have got some more support. It's really weird because like the bullets are just like right beside you.
Yeah. You said it. You said it when I brought up like the maybe B being a problem. You said they're not banking enough money. Here is Complexity down to 2 M4s.
Yeah, last time, yeah, they got to this spot. They had better guns. But that is to say it's still...
Nice timing into the playground push.
Uh-oh. Oh, now it's going to make noise now.
He could find the party kill. Nick's about to flank around.
Yeah, there's no point in his teammate peeking.
Got it. Keep that second player well hidden in JT. Does this serve as a trigger for the heroic push into B?
You kind of just want to stand on top of stairs, make sure they can't go up blue, and then rotate out to B, and that's it.
Seems to be what's being put in place. JT sticking around in bathrooms. Heroic are coming back. JT is going to try to get active. Finds one not looking the right way. Now he knows they're coming for him. He's going to have to fight to the very end, and he will do so very well. 2 kills for JT, 13 frags on the map, leading his team in kills at the moment. Tanir chucks a bunch of nades out, looks to go join forces with Scrob, but we do get the push from Sixy again. Not the first time he's catching players off with his aggression out from B site. And so the bomb planter at 20 seconds smokes off Monster, and this is going to turn into the op save. It's no guarantee, and there are still pistols to lose here for Complexity, so they'll take their chance and try to get this for Halzerk, surely.
It's quite dangerous to die after time, and it's totally possible, though they're kind of avoiding it.
Right here after time, they're going to push it.
Yeah.
He knows they're coming, but he doesn't know that there's one very close on T-spawn, so as he comes back up to the barrels, hits that shot. Nick making sure he keeps the AK. And it's a gentleman's agreement. They'll let it go, but it is Complexity to win with less.
Did scare him back. Yeah, they won with less, kept 3 alive, built up some economy. It's Heroic's worst nightmare now. They had some close rounds, actually, but the key ones, Complexity are winning. Right before the bank accounts were drained, it would just give them a free route back into this game entirely on T side. They lost the round. Gets much harder from here. Good time to use a timeout. But they might not have much. It is getting to the point of the half where you just maybe continuously buy depending on how you feel. Yeah, they put it together, they got an op in play. They're solid. That's safe gun.
Reassembling the boosts. Missed the timing. Get in a little bit of damage, but nothing significant. Nothing Tanir can't handle.
They're looking for one mistake, and with... Oh, they don't smoke the soft. Chance for Scrob. But it's a good flash.
It's a flash that keeps all 5 Complexity players up.
They're just waiting for that pick play to allow them to get some leverage to go into B quickly, but it never came. 2 sets of utility to work with here for Heroic. But they have the map control where they can kind of sit pretty. They have short, they have blue all to themselves. Yeah, Halzerk I like him looking for this reverse boost because they got to find something to do in the interim, but they're not trying it this round. Oh, crazy.
Done. Whoa. Incredibly clean with the 3rd kill. Tenier softened up earlier, but not enough to hold him back from giving this a try, but another piece of missed util.
They can turn it back over towards the A site. I mean, they pulled JT downstairs.
Yep.
Nilo, if he plays his cards right, can get a very key kill here. 9 HP is Tenier, but he's just going to be sent to plant a bomb.
Nilo's deep position catches off JT. Then all of a sudden, Heroic feel like they could still pull this off. Bit labored to change out guns. It's an upgrade for Nilo. Like you mentioned, 9 health Tenier, but he's got an op. Deep nade over top of Dumpster. Kit here for Halzerk. Grim's been good and trying to keep that trend rolling forward as he is the player to push past Dumpster now. Nilo trying to find timing, will collect another kill. And Halzerk, they don't know where he's at, but now he's starting to stomp on site. Dicebox player trying to get him. Tenier still just buying time. Halzerk can't quite chase this down. Nilo so evasive.
They work so well together, man. They made that train round near the end of the game come so close. Down to the final couple of seconds. Very nice moves out of Nilo. Complexity got to be frustrated right there. They had such a great spray down. They over-rotated off of it. They did see the bomb, to be fair. It looked like a full commitment, but this is overpass. And that's how you lurk.
So another moment here where Complexity are going to be pushed to the limits economically. For Heroic to sprinkle a 4th and a 5th in at the very end of this half, considering some of their individual struggles. Even Nilo before that round doesn't have the most amount of kills. Surely nothing like what he gave us on Ancient. But he outpositioned. Opens that round up, pulls it off. JT right next to his teammate here, waiting for this exact peek. Famas goes out wide for a second one. Grim is pinched against the wall. No way he was getting out of there without a fight.
They do have
a disadvantage.
Top bathrooms. Will they expect it? A third layer to this defense. They want to come in and clear.
Fire burns out. He hears them jumping to the top of the stairs.
60's going to be told they're going downstairs. Halzerk says, I need some time to get there.
He's got to chase, right? He's got to follow. Door swings open. Now you know they're in the bottom of connector. Halzerk sees no resistance left behind. At his back's turned. They have not even considered that they're being followed. They really are not anticipating this third layer from A being so close, but a route towards short side. He finds them in the pipe. He strikes them down, taking Scrub down at the knees, who survives that spray down. 60 doesn't have a lot to work with. MP9 in hand. Keep that damn gun out. Why knife? Luckily, headshot on the low health of Scrub, and then Jiggles versus the AK to take him down low as well. Both players low. Halzerk goes for a huge reposition.
Yeah, and this amount of time is being bought, and from heaven, he'll be able to get this kill. They lock it up. 4 HP. Halzerk wins the round off his audio, off that double setup inside of the bathrooms. That was something they've used before, and that's because there's no one coming up balloons to clear that out. They have a really good idea of how Heroic are going to be playing their defaults on this map and punish them for it. 60 definitely looks uncomfortable here on overpass. He swung last round on Monster and didn't get that trade on Tenier. That allowed the rotation to go back.
That round
There's a round from barrels.
Yep.
Yeah.
Glad you bring it up.
Definitely. So the core definitely looks solid.
Just a little awkwardness. But then at the same time, he's also had a couple of really well-timed pushes off of the bomb site. I feel like he looks more uncomfortable in the site than he does when he's freed up to get active, flank Tenier the couple times he has. There's a bit of a duality to 60 at the moment. And that one was scary. JT,
disgusting.
though, 16 frags to his name.
And they're just going to continue with B.
Tapping into the complexity of old with not only some solid calls in the rotates, just the performance. Changing guns as they arrive, as 3 players get burned out from behind sandbags while they change weapons. Heroic have just taken over the site off what? Scrub to try to climb over, slides off site. Tenier waiting for timing. Oh, the flash is great! Tenier continues to spray. Grim traded out. And so 32 health here for Nyx. This felt like a complexity guarantee. 3v5 for Heroic as they pushed up through Monster, caught complexity with their pants down awkwardly on short. An ambitious flying Nyx has a kit, doesn't really have the health. Anticipating this push, he'll continue to just frantically throw himself at this attack, but the time is going to decide it, and it is still a 4th round for Heroic. There is discomfort for complexity, but there's a T-side between them and eliminating Heroic. Dare I say it, should have been another round for complexity there at the end. A little awkwardness outside of the B site reopened a door for Heroic, and while Heroic haven't convinced us that they are ready for an overpass map as a team that just added their 5th, you've given yourself 4 rounds.
Our T-side's better than our CT, so.
Yep. Especially if we win the pistol.
It's always a great thing to be able to say, for sure. And yeah, that's definitely always going to help the T-side stats. A little pistol round. But with JT in this form, I can believe he's got something cooking right now.
It's always a good day when JT decides to take over a server. You never know when it's coming, but it does every once in a while. Yeah. Just one of those IGLs.
When it comes hard.
Who's going to step up to follow him towards victory? Our T side's better than our CT side, they say. Nilo up into the bathroom's hold. Wasn't ready for them to be that close, though, so the timing of Complexity, maybe catching off the defense. Oof. Tanir's now dead. LNZ, a lot of pressure, only able to drop one. Of the 3 players on that site, only one walks away with a frag. Scrob has already announced himself from bathrooms. Youngstar challenging on the other end of site. Isn't able to get anything else going. No multi-frags on the side of Heroic. Give Complexity to the pistol. And that is what they said in the team speak. Listen in. Even, especially when we win pistol.
You know, the advantage to the CT side of map pools is like comebacks are really exciting. The disadvantage, just like in terms of integrity, are that pistol rounds become more important. And when pistol rounds are more important, well, those rounds are sort of the least reliable. It feels like you're just playing dice. And, you know, right here, they win. It's going to be a great feeling. You know, Heroic really wanted that leap start. And now they'll have to try to put together what they can. They've got 3 MP9s.
Gonna gun him down.
Good start.
Grim announced himself.
Very good start.
Heroic were more than ready to pummel him down inside of Connector.
JT becomes low as well. Kind of set up Scrob for a moment. He might have a chance to just get a couple of shots in.
Oh. A freebie.
Oh, big time. That's unfortunate for LNZ, but he could have stayed tucked. That's an AK unprotected.
He gave it a look before he turned toward short, but...
There's that peak. 60 down. 31 health. Oh, another shot. Wow.
Scrob hits the headshot on that one,
That's
so...
a big play. You keep wandering around, though, and around like this. That's what's going to happen. They already knew about the scout earlier on.
Winning pistol is one thing, converting it is another. Nyx.
Look at their HP right now.
All 3 low
Tanir
players
would have to miss outright.
fixating in on the monster player, but JT and 60 coming at this from short. He backs up. Beautiful second headshot. And now JT's going to get exposed to Connector in a moment. He has not nearly as much health as either of the 2 CTs up. Scrub's Scout softens up one, gets the headshot on Halzer towards long, and that gives Heroic a sigh of relief. Even when LNZ gets caught out through the Connector door, never felt like they panicked because they lost a key part of the map.
So no conversion off of this. Great tactic through their smoke into blue. That was really great. I mean, they also hit JT elsewhere on the map.
Oy vey!
And more frustration for Halzerk.
Oh, forced by scenario now for Cole. Howie Snake said that if Complexity lose this map, he has to denounce his admiration for this organization.
When did he say that?
On the desk right before it went live.
Just to denounce his admiration.
At first he said love, and then he corrected himself.
Wow. Just for this map?
Yep.
Okay. Crazy, but I have a feeling he's going to have to apologize for that one day.
Reload means he knows exactly where Grim is at. Cheeky little reposition around the smoke over top of bench. Nyx catching it with the Galil, and LNZ traded with just the one frag. It is a man advantage for Complexity. They could go tit for tat with Heroic on the force wins. Tanir keeps himself sitting behind Optimus. MP9 swings out awkward there for 60. Player on dice gets popped. Tanir's got 2 from this site. Halzerk is his third victim. Triple MP9 spray for Tanir.
He's just a multi-frag demon, Tanir. Oh. That kill not denied. Did Halzerk have no armor?
Counter-terrorist.
Just got ripped through. Ooh, that's tough.
Now down to measly unarmored pistols. That's a big one from Tanir.
He's on pace with JT now. gave away so many winnable situations already this game. How many can you afford on a punishing map like Overpass?
Trying to crawl by. Scrub's got the gun for the job. 3 players past him, 2 to the right. Ooh, they pop suddenly onto the bomb site. LNZ's already here, but it's 2 players down. It's a gun in hand. The Optimus Peak hits for 89 damage. LNZ is lucky to be standing. They chuck it over to JT because he's the only player left with health, and that health gets lowered by the nade. Fast tempo over top of Dumpster, not letting Complexity slot into comfortable post plants. 60 shaves one off with the pistol. And now it's all he's got. That and a flashbang. It's one thing to topple Youngstar on such low health, it's another to kill Tanir. And he's even lucky to be alive. He'll give himself the flash. Defuse down to 2 seconds, won't bite on it. Not before the defuse comes through. Heroic send a message with how fast they played that retake.
It's an excellent HE to kick it off when they came up through CT, just to soften the retake, make that a whole lot more manageable. And they kept their whips about them. All these close situations are going their way now. And as they...
Let's try to listen to each other here, because Linus has a really good setup on short. Let's communicate and listen to each other, please.
Let's see about that.
Good leadership. Whoa, Tanir. Timing gets there. Grim ready to trade back.
1 for 1. It's a good counter. It's hard to say if it's, worth the death, considering it's Tanir. There's always that calculation too. He's been incredibly valuable in the late rounds, so 4v4 can be kind of a new game.
Nilo just hanging around the upper bathrooms. You can feel Heroic feeling the squeeze, trying to make something happen with this 3-player short push. There's nobody home barring Grim inside connector. JT bomb alone outside Monster. If they had pushed through that short pipe and they found that bomb alone, they could still find it if Scrob takes an angle down Monster, but he's more preoccupied with connector. Nilo decides to get active, and you've got 2 players back turned. He's gonna peek wide, and because he didn't milk it for the first kill, 60's got that extra second to respond. Waiting between the 2 avenues of the B attack. 30 seconds and the smoke soon to fade.
Oh,
he finds the bomb. He drops it in the process. Youngstar's been struggling on this map, but he will find both. Right then and there. Catching them as they go chasing towards the Opera. Youngstar, it's about damn time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really late start from him, but just when they need him as well. Tanir, very happy about this. He could go down with a kill at the beginning of the round off this tactic, running past the mollies for 8 damage. Oh. Sloppy on the B attack. They got tunnel vision. They forgot about a player that could be peeking off the wood wall. The bomb was by himself. Too many mistakes.
Whoa, fast fight towards Monster. Long range with the rifle. Should have been Youngstars, but the struggles continue. Falls to the Tech 9 at that range. They want that gun real bad, but you've got Nilo now slotting in to hold it back. Player able to cross over. AK in hand, now dropped. 60 hits the ground. We've got a tied game and a CT advantage that Heroic are looking to use against Complexity.
And if you think the rounds are going to continue to be close, well, that's not exactly how it works. Sometimes you give away your best chances early. Complexity are not looking clutch right now. They couldn't even convert off the pistol. Should be a hallmark map for them. But they're haunted by some of the mistakes they make even in the first half. It's just... there were freebies. Heroic are playing a nice, calm game. Their individuals are just making fewer mistakes on a map that, you know, that really shouldn't be the case when you compare these teams. But to Nier, he impresses in every series that he plays.
Scrub back at it. Oh, nice.
Man, and he's been notable too. And not someone that they should expect to rely on.
Nade.
Wow,
perfect.
Amazing.
I mean, Halzerk saw that jump.
Yeah.
But didn't position fast enough. Maybe didn't think that Nade would come.
Yeah, didn't take a shot either.
Bit too lackadaisical. Nyx walks out through Monster Pipe and then leaves, trying to scare that B site with his presence. But Scrob's got himself a second kill this round. And he is outperforming Halzerk on this map.
He's getting so comfortable. How's that? Straight from the academy, in as a stand-in, no expectations.
Nier's gonna flood down, make sure you've got boots on the site. Youngstar, again, kind of struggling in some of these moments. Plenty of players still on Heroic to pick up that slack, but he is dead with nothing. Scrub on 3 kills, 4 kills this round. And while Nyx is shadowed inside of that smoke, he's soon to be found at 30 seconds. Scrub can smell him. It is LNZ to close, but a quad kill from Scrub. Dominant op here for Heroic.
He posterizes Complexity as a cameo here for this team. An amazing first shot. Blind. Flick. You should not be showing up Halzerk in a game like this.
This was a 6-1 lead for Complexity. 5 rounds back and forth between the teams to close the first half. Pistol for Cole as well. Our T side's better than our CT side, especially when we win pistol, was the quote from Complexity on the listen-in right before this second half got started. Reality check, boys. Gonna try to just flood into this A site, looking to swarm onto Scrub. This time he hasn't killed them before they can get here. Utility to support it with the wall of smokes. LNZ in the backdrop, but you've got Nilo up close, dead to Grim as the Tech 9 connects. Grim's gonna get himself a second, but the rifles are still on scene. And the last piece is a late arrival. Nyx from Long has the Galil to play off the remaining 1v3 that sits ahead of him with these 2 players still disjointed. LNZ steps up.
On the doorstep of victory now, looking solid on the CT side. Marginally close situations, but overall, full control here for Heroic.
You think it's one thing when Scrub is peeling players off before they get to the bomb sites? That was the 1 round prior. This was all of Complexity ready to slam that A site with Grim on the 2K, but LNZ took the chance, pushed through the smoke on Dumpster in all of that chaos, creates carnage of his own. A buyback for Complexity, but a streak for Heroic. This shows no signs of slowing down. 7 consecutive rounds to get to 11. 1 day's notice for Scrub. 20 kills to his name. Using this chance to put his name into the lights. You've got a player close on short. LNZ takes the risk, but Nyx looks locked into this position.
Is the opportunity of his latent career. Scrub seizing the opportunity by its horns as well. And now looking to put one of the final stamps on it. If he gets a chance, no, Nilo will be the only one so far.
On the fallback, drops bomb. Nilo just brings help to him. 3 kills alone. Only thing that Complexity have now is Nyx with the element of surprise. And it is important because Tanir's now dead. Bomb gets picked up. They could just leave. LNZ will be dodged from this point onwards.
Felt like they were never going to win. Now, Complexity in the 2-on-1. LNZ, they don't know where he's going to rotate in from, but it's a long path to get here. Bomb will be quickly punched in as they check everything, but you know what? I mean, the full kit of utility. No one's playing off of short, so there's no early fight. That would have been ideal.
So much money. Make it happen. He's got the kit, but doesn't have the time really to wrap around Monster. You've got to come in from short. You're going to have a 1v1 versus Grim. Nyx is a little more occupied with Graffiti. You could slam this shot into Grim. He turns.
He's going early.
There's still enough time. Smoke onto the bomb. It's going to have to be the spray through for Nyx. He's got 20 frags. Should be fine. The flash hits. No way. Oh, he stops it. Thank God. Complexity would have died on the spot if this round goes the way of Heroic.
They just they thought he's not coming in for the retake. That was very smart of LNZ. I mean, the amount of time he took to get there, I can understand why Grim's guard got dropped, but my goodness, how embarrassing that would have been. Nilo, great job here inside of bathrooms. But Complexity's still alive. It's still before map point. It is map 3.
It is Complexity.
It is Complexity.
And so it could be 24 rounds.
Yes.
Molly's on both pipes to the B site. This is very clearly gonna be the B commitment.
And the test for the bottom fragger of Heroic.
He's gonna peek into it ahead of the commitment. Again, it is Youngstar to go down with nothing. You've got a player into the water already. Graffiti guy holds the line with one. Tanir, this is who you want in this position, but off the reload. Are they gonna lose him inside of the smoke? 60's got the bomb. It gets dropped down beneath Heaven, Scrub from up above it. And so Heroic about to touch 12. JT started this run for Complexity.
Must win clutch.
Bomb is so far off site, it will take time to retrieve it.
They just need to double up and walk out together. They absolutely should do that. But Scrub's a little wider. There's a chance for JT to find this.
He waits it out. He hits the upper. Unexpected was Scrub. And now suddenly JT with the second chance has no idea, gets blindside hit. And that is 12 Heroic.
Tanir phasing the smoke in and out of it to get those 2 kills. They nearly had that job finished. Youngstar having an off performance. They took advantage of it. Got a key player in the site, and then Tanir does this. Oh my goodness. He was allowed to reload and come back through his smoke and still got the kill. And speaking of bad day, 60. Not a great one here on Overpass. It'll be Heroic to take a timeout. Almost not expecting to win in that moment. Complexity have been hoarding theirs, honestly, considering how close this game is. And Tanir in such a close game, 118 ADR, and Scrub, of all people, second place behind him. Again, a chance for him to get some eyeballs.
Making the absolute most of this limited time in the spotlight. Does he have another multi-frag in him? Tanir's gonna get boosted ahead of anybody arriving inside short.
A last chance for a bounty to be taken in this series. It felt like it was supposed to happen. We might finish an entire group stage of the bounty without any.
Tanir hangs onto the pillar. Molly onto the short wall is going to move nobody. Youngstar has undeniably been a weak link on this hold. Plays in the open space behind smoke. Replaces it with a fresh one. Utility ready to go here. You've got a Tech 9 and a Mac 10 that are also supposed to break through. Heavy emphasis on this short push. And there's the swing out from the pillar. Tanir not able to spray down everybody, but LNZ's not too far off, and so it is still man advantage. 2 players left. 2 rounds left for Complexity to try and pull this into overtime, and it's gonna be JT kicking and screaming. His teammates unable to post his impact. Scrub, time to clutch. Op shots just off of it, and the T's split up.
Interesting way to play this. Pulling back, waiting for a chance, a mistake to come out.
You have two performing players from Complexity left in this clutch. You've just got to play it Tether nicely. Missed shot of damage. JT there. And we go round 24.
All right, they might be able to earn themselves an overtime. Complexity, the full B attack with blue, with short control. They said, trust the flashes. Let's get out here. .3v2 for a second there. But the post-plant position is secured.
Look at the money. I'm not sure
I don't want to say, you know, like...
I don't know what's more Complexity, to let this game get to this point or to lose it once you have an advantage.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything.
Over a round like this, but that is immense damage off of the grenade.
It's a great start. I mean, I like that they had the set play in the last rounds. It was very clean. You know, that's flexing on a map that they should be able to have a deeper playbook on and surprise Heroic. I think they accomplished that. Uh-oh. Careful. No, before the door closes.
No way.
Kitty utility down. 5v4 for Heroic. They come into this with 0 rifles. Scrub only has a 5-7 on the A site. This is the place to go.
A second kill that could have been.
They're seeing him walk towards Monster, though.
Do you think that keeps them there?
I mean, this could help out for sure. It'll keep their attention to some degree.
Nobody's clearing bathroom.
Oh, they're not coming in on the inside?
Nobody's clearing bathroom. Scrub has the perfect position, and now he's got an op!
An op upgrade?
Then the MP9 swing through!
Oh, no!
You are kidding! It is another classic Complexity calamity, a catastrophe on Overpass. They start this T-side with confidence, and they get melted by MP9s.
GG.
Is it?
No bounties today.
Not one bounty hunter wins in 16 games of play. Maui Snake